Good afternoon, YouTube. Okay, so here's what I got. I showed you the video on the oil system. I got that all done. I put the carburetor on, and to get the ignition working, I had no spark. The wire right inside of here was touching the metal handlebars, shorting it out, so I was able to fix that and get the switch working. To test the points, if you ever suspect your switch is bad, all you have to do is on your coil wire on these, on the KD80s, KM100s, all those, is just simply unplug it. And if it sparks, well, then it was your switch. If it doesn't spark, well, it's your points. You're in here. Points a condenser, or it could be a coil. Depends if the coil is bad. But you can always do an ohm test on that. So anyway, I set the handlebars back a little bit, readjusted them, put the clutch on there, got that all, figured out. And this is a carburetor that ultrasonic cleaned. So without further ado, let's give this thing a shot. I'm just gonna try to side kick it. There we go. One kick deal. Let's move this into the shade. It's gonna die out on me. There we go. It needs some adjustments. It's a little loud, the motor. I think it needs to really bleed out. Let's see how low it can go here. Is it gonna die or is it not gonna die? Hard to tell. I think like this, I can hear the rotary valve in there, so the oil is lax. It's gonna take a while for it to get out of there. Yeah, it's gonna come through. Gotta give it a minute or two. Not too bad, it's all good. I can hear the bearings inside there, so that's not a good sign. Back up there. And we're getting smoke out the tailpipe, which means we're getting oil. That's what we want to see, smoke. Beautiful blue smoke. And the noise is quieted down. So there you have it. We got some smoke. We got some oil going through that line. And we are good to go. First time starting. I think the last time the guy said this thing ran was about 10 years ago. He put it away and there it sat. Running good now though. Burn like a kitten. Yeah, I love smoke. Yeah, that all day right there. We got a runner, people. We got a runner. And this is why I love doing what I'm doing. I think he said the clutch was stuck. I adjusted the clutch. I did an adjustment on it. But I'm not expecting anything to, to free up. I'm plugged up to free it up. Runs really good. That's what I was telling you. That oil system is imperative you hook it up. This thing would have ran like absolute crap. I'm very happy with the way it runs. got beautiful compression. I mean, it's all there. So Well, anyway, this is my newest parts bike. This will be part 3 or 4, I forgot. I did a couple of videos on it explaining the oiling system on this. This bike right here, I'll show you what it looks like. This bike right here is the same thing as my nice KD80. This is my KD80 right here. So that's my second KD80. And what do you call it there? This one right here is a another find. This one runs beautiful, absolutely flawless, and fun bike to ride, very fun. And this bike, coincidentally, is the same thing, excuse me, as the KM100, which the only difference is the cylinder and piston on this one is 100 cc's. That one's 80. And this bike and my parts bike, which is actually for sale, and this one right here is not for sale, but this is my baby. This is the same thing as the KM, but the only difference is the jug. The exhaust port on the KE100 is in the middle, and on the KM and the 80 it's on the side here. But they are interchangeable. You can stick this jug, if I wanted to put that KM100 motor on here, I could. Just swap out the jug. Or the 80, I can make that 80 into a KE100 motor just by switching the head, the jug, and the piston. It'll fit right on this bike. And you'll never know it was a KD80. So, just a little, you know, information for you. And that's what I like about these bikes. This whole family of bikes, all the parts are pretty much interchangeable. And I had my little MX80 out. I washed it down a little bit, cleaned up the motor a little bit with my little pressure washer. Get that up there. I got some projects going on. So, yep, anyway, that's my fuel system tester off of the Compass snowblower. That allows me to run these motors. I'll run this thing completely out of fuel and put it away. Put the handlebars back. And the fuel tank going on this bike is right here. This is the fuel tank going on it. It's not as pretty as I would like, but you know what? It's a dirt bike. Who gives a shit? So anyway, yep, that's it. So I hope you liked the video. Didn't take long to get up and running, and please subscribe. We got some projects going on. I'll show you some of the other ones we got going on since I got you out here, and 4th of July, just chilling like a villain. I got these ones right here. These are frames from bikes I cut up. I'm going to be making engine stands so I can start up those stray motors I got. I just cleaned the carburetor, did the ultrasonic clean again on this one right here. I had to extract the idle mixture screw from it. So this, I'm going to finish off this bike hopefully next week or so. And then I pulled apart the Compass snowblower. Look at this, a 7 horsepower motor right here. Nice. But that is going to be modified to fit onto, I have over here the newest family member, which I did a video on this one already, but what do you call it there? Not many views on it, but anyway, the go-kart frame has the 5.5 horsepower Tecumseh engine. So I think I'm going to take the crank out of this one, see if it's interchangeable first. If the crank is interchangeable in the oil pan, or the side cover I should say, is interchangeable, I'm going to put that setup on that 7 horsepower. I think the difference is the bore on this one. I'm not 100% sure, I got to look into that, but if that's the case, this thing will be sweet with a 7 horsepower. It's got differential. It's a nice cart. I got some wheels I'm going to throw on it. I got some wheels on that axle over there. They're a little bigger. They're not that size. That's the 12. It's like 13 or 14 inch. But lift this cart up, make a big dune buggy out of it. And then I got, for another project, I got to finish this one off. This big dune buggy. The master cylinder came in for it. So, you got the old master cylinder and the new master cylinder. I just got to pick up some .4 brake fluid and put the airbox back on it, and then this buggy's done. And the lights, I gotta do the lights, but I got some lights. These are lights that were on it, factory El Junco. But I got some of these, and we'll try to get a couple more of these style, because these are here. Look at this. Tell me these would not match that headlight assembly perfectly. Imagine those right there like that. Nice and shallow, not hanging off the cart like these. That's gonna get hit. This is on the inside of the frame rail. A little bit more protection. And I'd like to get these for the back, because these are here be nice and shallow on the back. But for the back, I got these ones. All plastic. But I don't care. They're still more shallower than the factory. Get them done. Got the clutch installed. I got to put tubes in the tires. Tires are good, but they just keep leaking. I got a few things going on. So, and that's pretty much the I guess start the go-kart up and all that stuff. Here's all the parts and pieces I dumped out. I got some water in the thing here, but I got all the parts to that other one, that big go-kart. So we got some projects going on. So definitely please subscribe and keep checking out these videos. They do a lot of fun, cool things, and you might even learn a few tips, because I try to share my secrets with you guys, and share what's going on, and some of my easy fixes. And like, well, for instance, I had to extract one of the screws on a master cylinder, and to vibrate it loose, this one right here I had to drill out, but I did one on another bike, and I actually used a what do you call it there, an engraving tool to shock it loose, and it worked. I was able to vibrate it enough that I could just put a little, I just went back and forth with the engraver, back and forth, and made a line, and I just kept going through and through and through. It was an aluminum screw, and I was able to cut back and forth, make a flathead mark with an engraving tool, and was able to use a screwdriver and take the screw right out. It's crazy, but it worked. So anyway, as always, please comment if you have any questions or you need help with your machine. And it doesn't have to be the KD and the KM. It could be another machine. I can help you and talk you through those too. I've been a mechanic now for going on 28 years. So, I mean, I've got some time under my belt that I can help you out with. So, and as always, please subscribe, comment, questions, whatever. Just want to shoot the crap. I'm up for that too. So, thank you. Have a great 4th. Be safe.